stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh!
Good. I kind of like that open, man. I dig that version.
The rock version,
Yeah, pretty good.
pretty good stuff.
Welcome to Monday. An extended version of today's show. If you are a subscriber of mine, I think we'll see.
Yes.
Sorry that we were off on Wednesday. We had a little bit of a conflict of time and everything else, so we had to take the day off.
We did. Dude, I can't believe we're on Rumble. Thank God.
Look at that. I was going to say, look, everything's working.
We were down. Look, I'll start there. Rumble's been down all day long as far as live streaming.
Right.
And I tried all the way from like this morning to set it up, and it wouldn't let me set it up. And I was like, oh boy, we're going to play for 8 people today. You know, I was like, this is not going to be good. And I tried at maybe 10 minutes till 4.
Yes, it was 10 minutes before the show. I saw you on there.
And I just logged in and I tried to set it up and connect, and it connected. I was like, holy shit, we're good. But then I was positive that when you went live, we were going to get that error at the top that says we can't connect. And I'm looking right now, and it's live on Rumble, and there's
Look at that.
20 people or whatever watching. So
Brian sent in a little thing there on the chat.
Yes.
So yeah, it's up and running. Fantastic.
this has been a major last second edition of the Seth Williams show, to say the least.
Yeah, well, it's good. I was kind of hoping Rumble wouldn't work because I ain't got much to talk about. So.
And good night.
And we'll see you. Have a great day.
Thank you for checking in, Rumble. We'll see you later.
How was your weekend? Nice?
Dude, weekends to me are just lost anymore. Saturday, I did nothing. I mean, I worked in the morning, early morning, from 6 o'clock till about noon. Then I had a production meeting with Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop at noon. And then I finished that at, I think, 12:30. And I crawled into bed until 8:45 until it was time for the CMS.
Nice.
And then Sunday, dude, my Sundays are gone now. I literally live in a 6-day week because I do the CMS and then it finishes at 3 in the morning and I'm up until God knows what time, usually about 9 o'clock in the morning before I go to bed.
Yeah.
But for some reason yesterday I couldn't go to sleep. I just wasn't tired. So then I literally texted Neely at some point, and we went live and did a bonus episode of the CMS at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I finally went to sleep at, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that.
They have something for that. It's called cough syrup, dude.
Dude, nothing works. Like everybody always says to me, melatonin. Take melatonin. Take melatonin. You know what? I've taken melatonin. You know what it did? Made me drowsy and awake.
Yeah, you know what? They gave me melatonin the last time I was in the hospital a couple weeks ago when I was in there for that whatever that happened to me, and they gave me. Oh, I was like, can I get something to sleep? Because I just can't. There's no way I'm going to go to sleep in this bed. I was like, I'm not comfortable. My leg hurts. This, that, and the other thing. I can't go to sleep. He goes, yeah, I got some melatonin to give you. I was like, if you think that that's going to help me go to sleep, I was talking like Oxy, dude. I need something that's going to actually make me go to bed.
Yeah, I need something that they put a mask over your face and go count backwards from 99.
Yes.
And I get to like 96.
And
That's
gone.
what I need. This melatonin or coughs. I've done all that. Dude, I used to, I'm not proud of this, so, but it is the truth. I used to go through about 8 bottles of NyQuil a month because I would drink NyQuil at night. Just as a habit.
That's me unproud of. I mean, stuff is meant to help you go to sleep.
Yeah, it just, and that's what I would use it for, as a sleeping pill, not as a sore throat or whatever.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But
yeah, it is what it is, man. You got to go to bed. You got to go to bed. And there's really no difference between something like NyQuil and then, like some of the stuff that actually is supposed to make you ZQuil or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and you know what? I'm always stuffed up and fucked up anyway, so I might as well take something to help me feel better.
Chris wants what Michael Jackson had. Yeah, I would take a propofol any day of the week.
But yeah, you want to wake up though, dude. That's the problem.
Not every day, I don't. Believe me, there's a few days last month where I was like, yeah, if I just fell asleep and didn't come back, I'd be fine.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you get tired, man.
Make me find another person to do a show with.
Well, that's the only negative. My kids and all that stuff, keeping living, that didn't matter. But the fact that I would leave you abandoned.
Yes, I would rather burn my house down than have just Uncle back here.
Well, I've got you, the guy in the wings, Greg Mack.
Yeah, I know.
Greg's ready.
Greg's also ready to make some money.
Yeah, I know that's right, too. So am I. So are we all.
Hey, look, we got some money this weekend. It was good.
Yeah, we did. We got some money.
Life is good.
We're rocking.
Speaking of sponsors, I'd like to just throw this out real quick as we'll do it again later on. But Mario's texted me from Mario's Barbershop in Parma there.
Yeah.
So they're looking for a couple of people to step up and donate a camper so they can deliver and put a family that's in a tent into a warm, safe place. He's been to North Carolina like last week or whatever it was.
Right.
And so there's some people that are just living literally in tents still, if you can believe it, after that hurricane.
Jesus.
And so he's looking for anybody that can maybe donate like a camper of some sort that they can deliver and give a family a decent warm place to live. So if you're into doing that, Mario's Barbershop in Parma, we'll run the commercial in just a little bit, but hands2america.org, hands2america.org was the way to get in touch with him. So
I'm sure all those people in North Carolina will be safe and sound and warm and everything after the big celebrity concert. That's never mind. We only do that for Los Angeles, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we don't give a shit about North Carolina or Florida.
No.
But L.A., the fire's still smoking. The embers are still smoking, and they're up on stage singing songs for the L.A. people.
Yeah.
These fucking jizz buckets.
Douchebags.
Hate them.
My weekend wasn't bad. I went and saw that. You see that movie, the Stephen King movie? I hate Stephen King, but the movie The Monkey came out.
Okay, I did not see that, no.
But it was entertaining for an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay.
So it wasn't bad. Me and my daughter went and saw that. And then my wife and I went to the Knights of Columbus in Garfield Heights.
Nice.
With a couple of good friends, Jim and Sandy, and they were good friends of Triv as well. Very good friends of Triv. And so now we are very good friends. We go to breakfast all the time, Goldie's in Strongsville. But we went to a reverse raffle.
Okay.
On Saturday night. Now, it was fun. I enjoy being with my friends. That was the best part about it.
Sure.
Because otherwise, there's a bunch of 70-year-olds that are doing this raffle thing, and like the raffle, like, look, I get it. They probably do the reverse raffle thing so that way it lasts a little bit longer. So, do you know how this reverse raffle thing works?
I have no idea.
So, when you buy your ticket, you get like a number on your ticket.
Okay.
Right? And so now there's 100 tickets sold. Now, there's 100 people in this room, and they start reading off numbers one at a time.
B21.
Kinda. But now, all 100 numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every other number that they're reading off is a non-winner until they get to the end. So you have to sit through fucking 100 numbers
Oh, my God.
of them just going, next number is 11.
So why don't they
11.
just say all the evens come up and get your prizes?
Why don't they just say, how about the winner is 36? Come and get your prize.
Yeah, come and
No,
get well.
they got to go through all 99 losers before they get to the one.
Well, but during that
winner.
whole time, is everybody sitting there drinking drinks and whatnot?
They had an open bar for a little while, and then
So it wasn't even like they were making money at the bar.
they had a buffet dinner, and then they had like sideboards so that you could buy numbers for, and then they had like decks of cards you could buy. They were making their money off the gamblers there, the
All right.
gamblers. But it was nice. It was fun, hanging out with people. It was cool.
It's cool.
But it was just, you got to be fucking kidding. I got to sit through all the, and then once your number's called, you don't want to be that dick that's like, all right, I'm out. I didn't win. See ya. So everybody's just sitting there. Even the losers are sitting there going, really? Like,
Just
10
keep looking
numbers
at your ticket, pretending they didn't already call your number as a
10 numbers
loser.
in, I'm sitting there looking, I got my thumb on my ass going, I already fucking lost.
Yeah. I was 98. It was the first number called, but I sure as shit ain't getting up.
Like I said, I could have gone out and like done 14,000 other things after my number was called because my number was
Right.
like one of the first ones done.
You should have just left.
No, I'm sitting with my friends. But it
I'm
was
out.
fun.
Bye. I didn't win.
We had a good time though. So I think
Fuck you guys. I did not win.
I think nobody wanted at our table, but I thank Jim and Sandy for inviting us to go and everything. We had a good time.
That's cool.
The other problem that I had though was they got it catered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Food was really good, but it was like they were rationing out for like an army, and everybody had to get some, like, so you got like, it was a dollop of potatoes,
Great.
like a chicken breast that was the size of like 2 fingers. Like you're sitting there going, all right, come on, keep going with the spoon there, pal.
It was like a fancy person's dinner.
Right? Do you see me? Do I look like I'm gonna eat just a dollop of this?
Yeah.
The most shit that they gave me was green beans because nobody fucking wanted them. They were good. Don't get me wrong; they were really tasty green beans. But
They give you like one forkful of chicken. Here you go.
that's it. Like the roast beef, I had like a slice of roast beef that I swear was smaller than my dick, dude. And my wife knows that ain't much. Like, this thing was not a mouthful. Oh, God.
That was the all-time chicken soft and tender, right?
I left there hungrier than when I got there.
Yeah, because
I
you
was
teased. It was
eating
like eating
food.
3 M&Ms.
Right.
I was like, who does that?
I was teased. You see the rest of the food still sitting over there. You want to go grab some. Nobody else was getting up to grab like seconds.
Right.
Like, my fat ass is just sitting there going, seriously, there's like a tray of food over there that nobody's fucking eating. Can I go get it, please?
That's funny.
But I'm pretty sure they were going to like donate it or some shit. And so then I'd be the dick going, yeah, those homeless ain't getting their meal tonight because I'm taking the rest of this shit home.
Well, that's when you got to play sympathy, dude. You got to say, look, I got one leg. Feed me.
Yeah, but the problem is, because I got one leg doesn't mean I can't like walk to get something to eat.
Yeah, it does. It means you shouldn't have to make the trek twice. That's your out. You should say, look, I'm missing a leg. Can't you hook me up so I don't have to come back up here?
Yeah, well, nobody else was getting up, so I felt like a dick. I just sat there. But I had a good time. I just, it was
That's cool.
again. And another quick announcement while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
March 29th,
Yes.
the Oddfellows are doing another Coach for Kids event at the Hilton Garden Inn in Twinsburg.
Okay.
And so if anybody wants to go there, message me and I'll tell you how you can get involved. But they are doing another Coach for Kids event So I think I definitely have to go to that. So I'm going to be checking out March 29th at the Hilton Garden
March
Inn,
29th?
Twinsburg.
Let's see. I'm looking.
They're going to have a dinner. They're doing like a sock hop kind of thing.
I think I have a flyer for that, actually. I do.
Really?
I do, yes.
Look at you. Hey, look at that. There it is.
My neighbor, Jose, is one of these odd fellows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he hit me up and asked me if I could help promote this. I was like, yeah, sure. And then I forgot because I stink.
Well, now I'm doing it.
Yeah, there we go.
It'll be a good time. It was a good time last year. And they did end up giving Coach for Kids a nice sizable check.
Well, that's good.
So happy to promote this again and be a part of it. They're good people, those odd fellows.
Yeah, they're doing more than those bastards at your old station.
Yeah, I know. Those scumbag bastards there don't do anything with the Coach for Kids. They don't try to help out
the
at all.
station that actually built the damn charity. Well, why should they keep doing it?
That's not true. Triv built the damn charity.
Well, I know, but they were a part of it. Now they're just like ghosting it, like it doesn't even exist. They're like, fuck the kids, let them freeze. We got Bloom Doggy, or whatever his dumb name is.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It is. It sucks. Golden Corral in your house,
Dude. I speaking of Golden Corral, this is how I want to talk about Joy Reid a little bit.
Yeah.
But speaking of Golden Corral, I asked my wife the other day to go to Golden Corral, and she's like, "No, we're not going there." I said, "Why?" Like the food is fucking disgusting, and we don't need that much food. So she's like, "You don't eat as much as you used to."
Yeah.
And which I don't, but still, I'm a fucking fat guy. I want a buffet. But she said no. So, but you and I were talking about buffets just before we went on here.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to a buffet tonight, right?
I am. As soon as we get done here, I'm going to the fun buffet.
Now, is this like an Asian kind of buffet?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the kind, I don't know. It's sort of like what do you call that? Not a hibachi, but they have like a big old thing in the middle, and then people come up with a bowl of cold stuff and they throw it on there and they cook it and give it to you. But they also have like 7 or 8 aisles of the chicken on a stick and the.
All right, where is this place?
It is in Twinsburg, over by like in the back behind like Dairy Queen and Pizza Hut and whatnot. There's an Arby's. There's
All right, yeah, I know where that's at. Yeah.
It used to have like a Gander in there, Gander Mountain, but that's now being built into something else. But all the way in the back there is the Fun Buffet.
So it's like a place that used to do that kind of thing. I used to go to in Cleveland Heights called Mongolian Barbecue.
Yeah, same type of thing.
You go up there and you get a bowl of your shit that you want, and just stick it on the grill or whatever, and then
yeah.
So they have that, but they also have like the actual Chinese buffet kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have like, and I'll tell you where this place shines. And I'm gonna be honest, normally I would never eat this off of a buffet because there's just too many people breathing their snot and shit on it.
Right.
But they have 4,000 different types of sushi at this buffet.
Huh.
Like literally 2 whole rows of sushi.
Yeah, my wife loves
sushi. And tons of it, and all the different flavors, and it's all good. It's not been sitting there since 2:00 in the afternoon. And it's like eating a warm box of rice. I mean, it's really fresh. They keep it fresh all the time.
See, now that sounds like a place I could handle because my wife likes sushi a lot.
I love me some sushi.
She would probably like that. I've never tried sushi.
Well, you would probably, knowing you'd pick out everything in the sushi. You'd leave it with just the rice.
Of course. What else?
I can't eat the fish in this. I can't eat the piece of celery or whatever that they jam in it.
I got here with that nasty stuff. Right. Don't they have don't they have like tempura fried shit? Like, isn't that like a sushi thing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They do have that. I don't know if that's like a sushi thing or not, but I always just go up to the dude with a big old bowl of shit and he cooks it up and gives it to me. Hello?
It's disability, actually.
Well, you should answer that one.
No, it's premier disability. They're calling to like try to get me to use them to get me disability.
We'll help you out for only 80% of your benefits.
If you just give me 95% of everything that you get.
Yeah. We'll get you $4 a month.
But
We'll
to be
make
honest with
1,000.
you, I'm to the point where I'm almost going to take him up on it because I need somebody to help me because I don't understand this shit, dude.
You don't have any lawyer friend?
No, the one lawyer friend I had doesn't talk to me anymore because he hates my politics.
We can find you one. I might know a lawyer friend that'd do you solid.
Because I need to get this rolling, dude.
I
got too many health issues to not get disability.
Yeah, you should be getting disability. You shouldn't even have to work. You should be sitting home collecting off the dole. You should be like an Obamaite.
The problem that I have is that I know that eventually I'm going to get sick to the point that I can't work. And then I'm going to be sitting there for like 6 months waiting to try to get disability. And I don't want to be behind on stuff.
Dude, you're missing a leg. You should be getting disability now.
Right. So that's what I need to
Today.
talk. I need to talk to somebody that can help me figure this crap out.
Remind me when we're off the air. I legitimately have a lawyer that'll probably help you.
Right.
He helped my ex-wife when her second husband died get her house. So he's good. He's really good at what he does. Not the most friendly fella in the world, but I don't think you're looking to make a buddy.
I'm not looking to make a friend here. I'm looking to. Mario checked in. They are still living in tents and now flooding in Kentucky. So
that sucks.
Hands2America.org. Hands2America.org.
Yeah, but at least we have the celebrities buying new fire extinguishers for Paris Hilton. It's good.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. This world is so ass backwards. So you're going to a fun buffet tonight. Literally a fun buffet. And I'm going to see Charlie at Charlie's Auto Repair.
Well, that sounds fun.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
An automotive buffet.
Yeah, I can't catch a break to save my life. So last night, we were driving around all day long.
Yeah.
And we were doing stuff, because finally we weren't cooped up inside the house because of the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody and their mother was out doing stuff.
Sure.
So we went out shopping a little bit, went out, grabbed some lunch and stuff, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I get home and we realized I need to get gas for my car today because I didn't want to stop in the morning. And so I said, hey, let's go out and get some gas and shit and something else for dinner. And so we go in the garage, start backing out, and all of a sudden there's a light on my dash saying I need air in my tire or whatever.
Okay.
And then it starts backing out, and I can feel it, dude. The tire's just fucking flat as
feel the car going boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and that's just backing out of the driveway. I didn't even start moving basically yet. And the thing is dead, dude. And so tire completely flat. Called AAA. They had to come out and fix it because I don't know how to change a tire, dude. Because I'm literally car retarded.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm literally lucky that I can pump gas. But you think I couldn't fix a tire with two legs, much less one.
Right.
And so called AAA. This guy comes out. Wasn't the friendliest son of a bitch in the world, but now you were supposed to look at the tire and see if it's fixable or they could put air in it so I could make it to a gas station or something like that. This guy didn't do anything. He took that damn tire off and just flicked it onto the ground next to the trunk. Didn't even put it in the trunk. That's all.
So you pick it up?
Oh yeah, and then we had to move it into my wife's car.
Are you shitting me?
But
hold on, stop for 1 second.
Yeah,
he couldn't see the fucking missing leg.
Well, he could because I was standing there in shorts, standing next to him.
What a dick!
Yeah, well, again, it wasn't the friendliest guy, but it is.
No, he was a dick. Forget not the friendliest. He was a dick.
So, where was he going with that? Oh, anyways.
Loading it in your car.
We got it in the car, and I ended up calling Charlie. And so this guy puts a donut on my car, right? And this is just beyond shitty of a donut. It's literally, might as well be a Dunkin' Donut I put on a damn car. and so, I can't drive on this damn thing. And I was going to take it to Walmart, because it said that Walmart in Twinsburg, the automotive thing was open till 7.
Sure.
And I called because I wanted to make an appointment, so I didn't drive all the way out there for nothing. Thank God I called and said, "No, the internet's wrong. We close at 5."
Yeah, that's only the 13th Tuesday of every year.
Right, and so couldn't go out to Walmart to get a new tire. So I called Charlie, and he's like, "Well, have your wife bring the tire by tomorrow morning on her way to work, and I'll look at it and see if I can fix it, and then you can just come up and get it, on Tuesday or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Fine."
Okay.
And of course, he sends me a message literally 5 minutes after my wife dropped off the tire, and the entire inside of the tire is just shredded, dude. Shredded. Like it wasn't like I hit a nail or something like that, or an icicle or some bullshit. I literally, it's
like a razor blade was laying in the tire
right,
for
you
6
see,
months.
Like all the metal on the inside of the tire was popping out of the tire. It was completely shredded. So there's no fixing that tire. And of course, then he says, if that tire looks like that, the other side's going to be, ready to go because obviously the wear on this, blah 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 blah. And Charlie's great, love him to death, one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
But when he starts talking about cars to me, I don't understand shit, dude. Like I said, I barely know how to pump gas.
Right.
Can't change a tire on my own. I mean, nothing. I know nothing about. I had to put windshield washer fluid in my car, and the light's still on. I probably put it in the wrong place.
Put in the engine.
I have no idea where I put it, but the light's still on after I put a whole gallon of the shit in there. So either it leaked out of the bottom, or I put it in the wrong place. Car still runs, so that's fine. But so he's talking to me about this wear, this, that, and I don't have any idea what the hell he's talking about. But now I need 2 tires.
Well, that's kind of standard. I will say that I'm not. I don't think Charlie would fuck you.
Well, of course he wouldn't. No.
But B, dude, trying to get 1 tire is kind of like trying to buy 1 shoe. It just isn't going to happen. You go anywhere to get tires and you're either getting 2 or 4. They're not selling you 1. You know who sells you 1? The guy whose place looks like Goober from Mayberry. That's where you can get 1. If you go to anywhere reputable at all, they're going to say 2 or 4. They're not going to sell you 1 tire. They just don't. And they give you all that bullshit about you got to get the alignment and you got to put the weights on it so that it's evenly balanced and blah, 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 blah. But bottom line is people do not sell tires in 1s anymore.
Well,
It's 2 or 4.
I used to live over in Old Brooklyn, dude, and there was this place like right down the road from me. And anytime I had a tire blown, it happened often, but probably because I bought cheap tires. But this place would put 1 on, just slap it on. You'd be there for 5 minutes. They had in their parking lot, they had literally 10 spaces in a row with jacks in each space, dude. So as soon as a car pulled in, boop, 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 boop,
done. Right.
Tire on and gone. And it's not as easy anymore.
Right.
Now I gotta get 2 tires put on. So after the show today, I gotta drive all the way to Lakewood to drop this car off. So that way he can have it tomorrow to get the 2 tires done.
So we're both having fun tonight.
Yeah, I'm not having fun at all.
Well, you don't want to go out there and have Charlie say, yeah, this is what we got to do. We might have to do a rear end alignment on here because it's looking like it's leaning a little left. How's it running, Seth?
Yeah. Don't do
it. You'll be like, it runs.
It's perfect. Don't do anything other than slap 2 tires on there. In fact, it will take care of some of the labor. I will put the tires on. Just tell me what to do. Hand me that air gun with the, I'll be like NASCAR, dude, and change the fucking tire with that shit. And, just let me do it. Just tell me what to do if it takes some of the price down.
Right. Well, I don't think Charlie's ripping you there.
No, he wouldn't do that. Charlie's a good guy. But I've just grown up my entire life not trusting mechanics.
Well, yeah, because they almost all do rip you. That's the unfortunate thing with the mechanic is you go in there for something that should take 10 minutes. They're like, well, that'll be $700. Well, of course it costs that much. We have to take this apart and that apart. Meanwhile, then you find out it's nothing. I learned that with brakes.
Yeah.
I used to get my brakes done it's the only thing I will actually do on a car. I am useless with a car like you. Like completely fucking useless. I'll do 2 things. I'll change spark plugs, I'll change brakes. Because brakes, when you really actually see how to do brakes, like if you watch a YouTube video and you see it, it's really about 4 bolts. You loosen these 2 up and the thing kind of cracks like an egg. Then you take the old one off and put the new one in and you hook that big old hook thing in there and squeeze it so that it tightens. Then you go out there and pump the brakes a few times. It's actually easy. And look, I am a car retard like you.
Yeah.
And I can change brake pads. Now, rotors and stuff, I'm not touching. I'm too afraid that I'll change the rotors and the whole goddamn thing will just fall off the car going down the road.
Yeah.
Going down the road and poof, just gone. But brake pads, I'll do that. That's not too hard. It takes like 20 minutes.
How many miles on your car? 110,000.
Oh, well, you should buy a new car then.
Dude, a Nissan's just supposed to get like 200,000. I mean, I have the same kind of car that you do.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I'm like, I saw something the other day that Ohio passed a law about if you don't drive 50 miles a day, you should get real cheap insurance. I may have to do that. I do not drive 50 miles a day. I don't drive 50 miles a week.
It depends on the day for me, I guess. But I guess I don't, probably.
I never go anywhere. I am a fucking straight up hermit.
I've been having a trouble with this car, though. Like, I hit a deer not that long ago. Like, maybe about a month ago, I hit a fucking deer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Bounced right the fuck off the hood. That's probably why I probably put the washer fluid in the right place. Probably lodged the...
cracked.
Yeah, and then washer fluid dripping all over the place.
From the deer?
God damn it. Stupid-ass deers. A mechanic that over-explains is a good dude. He does. I mean, he really tries to tell me what's going on. I am just that stupid when it comes to vehicles. I got no idea.
Well, and if you're like me, when I always appreciate a mechanic telling me stuff, but the reality is I don't care, and I think you're probably the same way. I just don't care. I have a mechanic, a guy that I use all the time. I'll give his place a plug. It's Twinsburg Auto and Truck here in Twinsburg. The guy's name is Chris. He's fantastic. He's definitely my mechanic guy that I go to for everything. And I love him to death. But I'll call him and I'll say, "Hey man, my brakes are making a noise or something. It's kind of it's squealing or something." "Well, man, let me just tell you, it could very well be the left caliper is slipping, but it might be the right caliper, and maybe it's the rotor, and you might have to get a rear end alignment. We're going to have to take the whole thing apart to test the and I mean, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, dude, you lost me at caliper. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but keep going as long as I don't have to pay $200 an hour for you to figure it out."
Right.
And I will sit through that call and I will go, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I'm not thinking anything. I'm thinking no matter what I bring in there, he always charges me $125.
Yeah, I'm thinking, please stop talking and let me go get some dinner.
No, I'm thinking just the opposite. Keep on talking if it keeps my price cheap.
Yeah.
I don't care. I will listen to him tell me about knocking and pinging and rack and pinion steering and whatever the fuck he's talking about, as long as the price stays at $125.
Habu says, stop at Angela's Pizza for dinner. Literally, Angela's has the best pizza in town. You've never been to Angela's, Chris? You got to go to Angela's.
I've been to Angela's.
But it is literally right across the street from Charlie's. Like, from their windows, you can sit and watch your car get worked on.
Do they have more than one location?
I'm not sure.
Or is it a different Angelo's in
Might be a different
Aurora?
one, 'cause
I think it's a different one in Aurora. They have an Angelo's over there, too. And it's real good, too.
And I'll tell you what, like, I have dealt with some shitty mechanics. Like, we went down to Cincinnati once. And this was back when my wife and I didn't take highways, right?
Okay.
So we literally took Pearl Road, Route 42, all the way to Cincinnati from here.
Sure.
It took us 6 hours to fucking get down there. It's crazy how long it took us to get to Cincinnati. And so we get down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, we start, my wife was driving, and she presses on the brakes, and all you hear is this grinding, dude.
Right.
Thought we heard something on our way down a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. But now it's like for real grinding.
Okay.
And we're in Cincinnati. We know that we have to take another 6 hour drive back, down 42 all the way back up to Cleveland. And we're like, what the fuck do we do? And so my dad said that he knew a mechanic, whatever was down there that he, knows. And okay, whatever. We went there. And the guy literally charges us like Literally, it was like $1,200, dude, for brakes.
Wow.
Brakes.
That's crazy.
And, I'm sure that he gave us the line of all this. Well, this is wrong. That's wrong. That's why you got the grinding, the rotors, this, that, and the other thing. That's going to be $1,200. And so, we didn't have it at the time. So we had to like borrow money to get this fucking thing fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And we drive it all the way back up here. And we take it to our mechanic because now we're hearing some sort of like pinging and going on. It sounds like in the brakes. And we take it to our mechanic up here. And he goes, who the fuck fixed this? And we told him, and he's like, he ripped you the fuck off. He didn't even screw in these bolts right. This is broken. That's broken. None of it. I mean, $1,200, dude.
Yeah.
I said, well, how much would you have charged us? He's like, one, you could have driven it back up here the way that it was because he didn't fix anything. And it's going to be like $600, half. But now we're into the car for $1,800, dude.
Right.
And we got fucked.
Well, dude, that's why I learned how to do brakes. I was paying, a few $300-$400 a piece for brakes. My neighbor across the road, he taught me how to do my brakes, and he sent me to AutoZone. He took a look at my brakes. He's like, yeah, go to AutoZone and tell him you need this, this, and this. I went and got it. He did my rotors or taught me how to do rotors and taught me how to do brake pads. And I think the total cost was $80. It was like $80 for pads and rotors. And meanwhile, the car guy was going to charge me like $400 or something.
Right.
And it's really not hard. I mean, the pads clip in. They clip into like a thing. And then you put a bolt through it to hold the thing together. That's it. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. These guys are total scumbags. All right, I'm going to reach through this fucking screen and throw your phone if it doesn't stop making noise.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault. Turn your phone off.
No, I like having my phone on. I like to be aware of what's going on. Probably throw a plug in the Seth Williams show for
Yeah, there you go. That'll
absolutely. Catch you. Charlie's Auto Repair. Somebody call Charlie right now. It is Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood and tell him that I've been talking about it for the last half hour on the show and that he should give me a discount. Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood.
That's one free spark plug for you, pal.
Hey, anything helps. Yeah, somebody call Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood and tell him I've been talking about his stuff and that he needs to give me a discount on tires.
You might get a bolt to hold a tire for that plug.
Something. Hey, look, again, if it takes off $1.50, dude, it's something I'm saving.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
How is it that I get money like over the weekend and it's already gone? Like I didn't even have time to put the money into the bank before it's already spent.
Yeah. That's nature of the beast, man. That is true. Boy, that is so true. If you put a diner
yeah.
Because Lord knows, I don't know about you, but every time I go to the fucking to the car place and I have to sit for an hour and a half, 2 hours, their vending machine takes a couple of bucks off me. I always buy a pop or a candy bar or something. Hence the 400 pounds of me, I guess.
Get a free air freshener.
There you go.
Yeah, I never see. That's the one thing about Charlie's. I sat there one time and waited for him because I had to get my brakes done. Mm-hmm. And my wife was working at the time, so I didn't have a ride. I was just screwed. So I had to take it after work and just go and sit while he put these things on. Right. And now I'm sitting there getting charged labor while he's sitting there talking to me about politics and everything. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, all right, wait a second. Now, this is taking twice as long as it normally would take him to do this because we're sitting here having a conversation about shit.
Right.
Quit talking to me and charging me
exactly.
and fucking put these damn brake pads on.
Yeah, I'll tell you all you want to know about Donald Trump after, but not during.
He's too nice of a guy.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm headed tonight. I'm excited about it and hopefully get my car back tomorrow, though. The other thing I don't like is whenever you take your car in, they find something fucking else wrong with it.
Oh, you thought you had a tire problem, but really your whole engine is fucked.
Right. I don't want you to look at anything other than the tire. Like, literally, don't open the hood. Don't even get behind the wheel. You just jack the fucking thing up on the side of the road, wherever I leave it, and put the damn tire on it. I want nothing else done. Like I go to those like lube stop or whatever it is, whatever Take 5, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Oil change.
The oil change place.
And I know that as soon as I go in there, they're going to offer me something. They're going to tell me that something else is wrong. I want my oil changed. That's it. Yeah. I don't care about the air filter, the whatever valve, or whatever. I don't care about transmission flushing.
Dude, you have to just tell them up front.
Oil change.
When they come to your window, and you have to be a dick so that they know you're a dick. Like, you're going to laugh at this, but my own rule to myself is whenever I go to those places is to make them mad enough that they don't offer me the free bottle of water. Because when they come to my window, I tell them flat out, I want the $39 oil change. I don't want to see the air filter. I don't want to change the transmission fluid. Just change the oil. And I roll my window up. And I play my phone. And then if they try to get me with that bullshit anyway, they got to knock on the window. Just to be a total dick. I do it every time. And they look at me like I'm an asshole. But I don't get bothered with the, well, this air filter looks really dirty. Well, of course it looks dirty. It's been sitting next to the fucking engine.
Right.
Of course, what do you think? It's going to be clean? Get the fuck out of here.
There you go. Dentist does the same thing.
They do the same thing.
Always find something fucking else wrong. I don't want it. I go in for something. I want it done. I don't want anything else. Like, when I had that problem, like, I was at the hospital a few weeks ago. I went in. I had whatever happened to me. I don't want to know anything else, dude. Don't fucking tell me you did this test and found this. Tell me why this happened to me, and then give me some medicine and let me go home.
Yeah, the dentist.
I mean, I guess in the hospital you might want to know what else is going on with you, but I don't.
The dentist is the worst. Like for me, because I got these 2 teeth punched out of my face. Every time I go to the dentist, they want to do the implant with me. They just are like, well, we can get you a special deal on getting an implant put in or getting 2 implants put in to replace the 2 teeth I got knocked out of my face. And I go in there now and say, look, I just want the cleaning. I don't want anything else. I'm not getting the implant. I'm paying for this myself. I don't have insurance for this. And inevitably, at some point, I get it's really not as expensive as you think. It's like, did I not fucking tell you? When
I went to the hospital, they did an EEG, which is like a brain scan with like things they attached to my head. Yeah. Then they did a CAT scan, and then they did an MRI. So you did 3 fucking different scans of my brain, dude. Yeah. Couldn't you have done like the biggest one first and then skip the other 2? No, you got to charge me for everything, every single thing.
And each one of those is probably $2,000 a hit, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't cut the head open and actually look inside.
Let's see.
Seth is the type of guy that they have to replace the turn signal fluid. Okay, yeah, I get it, Matthew. I'm stupid. Yes. Yeah, you know how bad I am with cars? I had to actually drive from my house to Lakewood so Charlie could replace the battery in my key because I couldn't figure out how to get the fucking back of the battery thing off. Or the key thing off. And all it was like, slide it off and put a fucking new battery in, but I was afraid I was going to break it.
Yeah, they always do try to upsell you at those fucking Jiffy Lubes. That's the job, I guess.
Yeah, the fucked up thing is last time I went to one of those things to get my oil change, the guy goes, it looks like you're probably going to need a transmission flush and some new fluid put in. I'm like, no, I'm not going that. I'm not buying that shit that you're trying to sell.
Well, and then they try to sell you the expensive, better transmission fluid.
Yeah, the messed up thing was like 2 weeks after I left that stupid oil change place, I had to go to Charlie, and what does he tell me? Hey, you need a transmission flush. You need to hold oil transmission fluid. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know why they do that, though, because their business model isn't such that they can afford to stay in business. I mean, it takes you what to get your oil changed? About a half hour?
Not even.
Roughly.
Yeah. 20
minutes to a half hour, right?
Yeah.
So generally, those people have like 4 to 5 people on their crew. They have the guy that greets you and gives you the bottle of water and works the cash register. and they have the guy up top that changes your fluids and whatnot, and they have the one or two guys underneath that loosen the bolt and drain the fluid or drain the oil and all that, right? So they got 4 guys at between $15 and $20 an hour, and your oil change is $40.
Right.
They can't, it's a losing model. The only way that they break even or make money is by selling you a $5 air filter for $45. It's the only way they stay in business.
I guess. Well,
It's a bad model. It's always been a bad model. That's why those companies, if you think about it, every one of those companies has changed names 50 times. Because they're around for 4 or 5 years and then they change ownership because somebody else gets looped into buying this dumb thing.
I don't know. It looks like a decent place to work.
It might be a decent place to work while they can afford you. But it's not a business model that can last unless you upsell everything.
That's one thing that I totally wish I would have done differently with my life. Like, I know that I'm not, I never was going to be like a businessman who's going to make, millions of dollars. But I wish I was smart when it comes to like mechanics. So I at least do shit on my own or done something like that because you can make decent money doing that.
Yeah, you can.
You sure as hell making good money doing what I'm doing. I'm probably going to end up coming back with 4 new tires and a new paint job. And Charlie, and that's the thing. The way that Charlie talks to me, again, because I'm stupid, Seth, I was looking at this paint here, and it looks like this paint is from 1998, and it was a bad time for paint that year, and it causes cancer when you drive your car, and we're going to have to strip this down, we're going to have to put a whole new coat of 2025 paint on it, and it's called the cancer-free paint. So,
Yeah.
Oh, all right. How much does that cost?
And you'll be like, can I get it blue? And they'll be like, well, we only have soft mauve. And it's like, no, I want blue. Well, we don't have blue. We have turquoise gray.
Has anybody called Charlie to ask about my discount yet? I don't think they have.
Probably not.
What are you waiting on?
He's probably right.
Yeah, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for my car. It's actually kind of funny. And look, and somebody else tell Charlie this. I'm going to have to tell him tonight. I'm giving that guy business. So I'm sitting in Tony's restaurant. It's a little family restaurant here in Broadview Heights, here on Pleasant Valley Road. They got good food and fairly good prices and stuff and some hot-ass waitresses. And so it's a good place. We like going there. And we go there almost every Sunday.
Okay.
Or Saturday. And so I'm sitting there, and this guy comes up to me. He sees me going up to the salad bar. Yeah, I did go up to the salad bar. I was getting myself a salad. And it was, of course, smothered in ranch, but that's beside the point. And he comes up to me when I sit down. He goes, hey, man, I just want to tell you that you are inspiring the shit out of me. And I'm asking what? He's wearing like a big cast on his leg.
Okay.
And apparently he broke his ankle, and it just keeps breaking.
Ouch.
And whatever the problems with the bones are in his leg, and it just keeps breaking. And doctor finally told him, dude, we got to take the leg off.
Oh, man.
And it's his right leg, just like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be gone here in the next few days. And he's hobbling around in this like boot that he's got on. And
Sure.
He's kind of upset. And obviously, I mean, if we're going to lose your leg, you're not exactly happy about it. But, he introduced himself. We got to talking a little bit. I was trying to tell him, hey, man, it'll be all right. The first, few months suck ass, but it was like once you get going with prosthetic and you're, learning what to do again. And I was like, that goes away. You're going to be all right.
Right.
And I told him about, I drove the family up here. He's like, you're driving? I was like, yeah, dude. You can do this. Your life ain't over, man. And, it was cool talking to the guy, and he's older, not real old, but probably our age, 50.
Right.
And I went up to him before I left, and I gave him I have a business card, and they gave him a business card, and they just said, hey, if you need anything from me, you want to talk or anything, just let me know. Or if you are going to start driving, I know a mechanic that'll
sure, hook up your car
for you. And he was very appreciative. So I'm even getting Charlie business and I got to go get 2 new tires now. But it was cool talking to that guy, and I would like to start doing more of that stuff, because that guy seemed kind of down a little bit. And, I want to tell people, like, hey, it'll be all right. If that was the only health problem I had, I'd be fucking thrilled.
Sure. Dude, when
I got other shit that's going to kill me. But,
when you look back at it, when you look back at your situation and then you see this guy, are you somehow happy that you just woke up and it was done versus having to live with it for weeks or months?
Yes,
knowing
and no.
that they were going to cut it off?
I thought about that because I know that, one of the guys that listens to our show, Bob, he's a friend of mine, and he had to kind of wait for it to happen. And, we talked a little bit about that kind of stuff. And to me, it could go either way. I mean, at least you have time to prepare yourself if you know that it's coming. You've seen doctors, they've been able to prepare you on like what to expect, and this is what's going to happen. This is how long it's going to take before you get a prosthetic, and you kind of prepare a little bit.
Right.
I mean, I was having a bottle of vodka one night, and the next morning I woke up without a leg. Well, not the next morning, like 3 or 4 mornings later after the coma thing, woke up without a leg. And so I don't remember anything. I mean, apparently I had to sign for my wife to have it chopped off.
Sure.
But so then I had no idea what the hell was going to happen and what the hell to do. So it's kind of a double-edged thing. I don't know.
Well, I know for me, different scenario, obviously, but I was in the coma when they did all the scraping of the dead skin.
Yes.
And I am super happy that I don't remember that. I have heard nothing but horror stories from other people. And I'm just like, they asked me about it. Everybody asks me about that. Do you remember when they did that? And I'm like, nope. I was floating in pirate ships in my brain. I was in dreamland. I don't remember any of it. And I am thankful that's the only thing I don't have memory of. I remember the accident happening even, but I don't remember them doing all the fucking harsh stuff. Like I had 22 surgeries. I don't remember probably 16 of them. I don't remember them at all.
Right.
They just happened. And I'm like thankful for that.
I certainly don't remember the first chopping of the leg. The second one, I had to go in and they had to remove more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they basically removed enough of my leg to get the sepsis out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then they had to remove more of the leg to, I don't know, be able to get it ready for a prosthetic or whatever they had to do. And so they had to
shape it or something?
Yeah, something. And so I had to go in, and that one I knew was coming. That was a little bit scary, I guess, because I'd never had a major surgery before, where I knew that it was going to happen.
Right.
And so going into the operating room and then getting on the table, and then, you don't remember shit, obviously. So.
Yeah. Yeah, then they, just like we said at the beginning of the show, they put the mask over your face, they count back from 100, you get to 96. You're done. Well, that's
I'd
nice.
like to think so, Jim, but I'm not so sure. Look, I'm here, so I'm happy about that. Yeah. I got a good wife, I got good friends, I got a fantastic daughter, so there's a lot of things for me to be happy about.
Of course.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will be at some point, but
nah, you're done. You're past the bad.
Past the bad. I just had a seizure.
You're past the bad. That's in the past.
That was pretty bad.
That's in the past.
Too. Almost bit my tongue off, dude.
That's in the past. Can't look backwards, man. Just got to keep going forward.
That is true. Well, that's kind of what I was telling that guy the other day. It'll be all right.
Well, this is going to make you happy. This is a show note that maybe we weren't ready for, but we just qualified for a exclusive place on the Rumble Creator Program.
Oh, really? What does that mean?
Where they're gonna it means that they're gonna help us promote the fucking show on Rumble.
Hey, look at that.
I like that.
Hell yeah.
I like that. And I guess there's different ways to monetize the broadcast and everything else. So we're going to have to get you over to Rumble Studio. Quick.
Do it.
So we got to start using Rumble Studio.
So does that help promote it? Use Rumble Studio?
I think so, yeah. We did a test run. Me and Eric did one about 2 weeks ago. And it did the best numbers that we've done on Rumble in months. Like it did, it did really, really well. And I don't like the interface. I will build something outside of Rumble for us to use with Rumble Studio, but I do like the one thing that they have in it is that you can do live reads of their product and get paid on the fly. I like that. That'll be good. And their products are funny. It's like benaked.com and stuff. So you can have fun with the fucking things. Is that real? Larry Dolan died?
Well, I don't know. A couple hours ago, Cleveland Guardians owner Larry Dolan dies.
Well, that's...
94
Are we
years
sad
old.
about that, or
Yeah,
like I don't care.
the
It's
guy
not
died.
it's not my team, but he was still the owner though, right? Or was he retired?
I'm sure I'm Paul Dolan. I think makes all the decisions.
So him dying will not help them actually spend money.
I don't think so. He's 94 years old, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, he spent money like he was 94 years old.
But rest in peace.
Yeah,
Larry
rest in
Dolan.
peace. He gives every other team's salary is $300 million. He spends $30 million.
I can't wait for the Guardian season.
You know, I watched some baseball over the weekend. I watched some minor league baseball preseason baseball over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched baseball really hard in I don't know, a few years since they ended the Indians. I really hadn't watched much, but I wanted to watch it because I wanted to see that the new rule have you seen this thing, the ABS rule, where if the batter doesn't think that it's a strike, he can tap his
challenge
helmet.
it?
Yeah, he can challenge the strike and it goes to the computer. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like many of these rule changes they've made, but I do like that. I saw it happen a couple times, and every single time the umpire was wrong. And I was like, okay, good. It's going to get rid of some of these shitty umpires that miss calls that are like, you see the pitch and it's like 10 feet away from the plate, and they're like, strike 3.
Yeah. Did you see the Yankees owner now?
Did he
Held
die?
he held a 20-minute press conference the other day to announce that he's now allowing the Yankees players to have beards.
Really?
Yes.
That is actually a big deal for that town. I mean, it was always weird when you saw a guy that had a beard and then they went to the Yankees and you didn't even recognize him.
I don't think you really need to hold a 20-minute press conference.
No, I think
Beards.
I think a Twitter post would suffice.
A press release at most would probably suffice.
Yeah.
But the Yankees are allowed to have beards now.
Oh, well, that's amazing. It was
I think
dumb that they weren't allowed.
Like he was saying, I wish we could find just a quick clip of it, but he said something to the effect of like these young kids these days, it's part of their whatever to have beards. It's like, dude, come on, man. I don't know if it's a young thing. I've known people for a long time have liked beards.
I mean, it's an outdated policy.
That's it.
That's the same. That policy was put in place when they had to wear a top hat and a fucking suit everywhere.
I remember seeing though Johnny Damon.
Yeah.
MMS was still at Tower City.
Mm-hmm.
And I was coming out of work and I was smoking a cigarette outside. And Johnny Damon was in town. And I think he was playing for the Yankees and walked out and he had no fucking beard. And I was like, dude, I'm as straight as they come, but I was a good looking man. He had this sweater on that was worth more than my life. And his broad that was with him was like, obviously she was like a 13. How hot she was, and I'm like, hey, you look good without the beard there, Johnny.
You're like, I'd fuck him.
Yeah. He was a nice guy, though.
Right, here we go. Is this him? This is the owner?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he says.
this generation, the vast majority of 20s, 30s, into the 40s men in this country have beards. Our new vice president has a beard. Members of Congress have a beard. The list goes on and on and on in this country and in this world. It is a part of who these younger men are. It's a part of their character. It's a part of their persona. Do I totally relate to that? It's difficult for me. I'm an older guy who's never had a beard in his life. But it's...
I have a feeling he has a beard that he's, pretends to be his wife.
Yeah.
What a stupid statement this is.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I understand, it's been a tradition there to not have beards for the Yankees and stuff like that. One, it was stupid to begin with, but now, really, you have to do a press conference and say all this shit.
We've watched half of this 1 minute clip, and I'm already like, that's enough. We get it. You don't need to compare your ball players to J.D. Vance.
Right.
In order to justify, the vice president of the United States has a beard. The killer of 3,000 people in 9/11 had a beard. Famous people have beards, so we're going to let ours have beards.
There's a lot of beards out there.
And let's face
he's
it.
like, I don't have a beard. I've never had a beard, so I don't get it. What?
I can't grow a beard, so I don't understand why you'd want a beard. Enough about the beards.
Cheetah pets have beards now. I don't understand beards.
What is he doing here? Yeah, you're 1,000% right on this. Yeah, good point, Brian. Good point. Obama has the biggest beard.
I've seen a lot of women that now have beards.
That's
beards
right.
everywhere.
And in other stunning news, Yankee players will be allowed to dye their hair purple or blue and have a ring in their nose. I can't relate to that personally. I'm an older guy. I never had a ring in my nose. I never dyed my hair blue, but I can see why. This
guy,
our former health czar, he put on fake hair. What a stupid fucking statement.
I have a press conference like this, dude.
So dumb.
Crazy.
Yeah,
all right, I do want to talk about Joy Reid, and I do want to take a quick break here, but
okay.
Before we do, I want to make a couple of announcements, please.
Okay.
If you are interested in politics, okay?
Yes.
And you want to get the lowdown on what's going on in politics and world and that kind of stuff, Bob France now has a newsletter that he has put out.
Okay.
That he's putting out once a week or whatever it is. And it's pretty good. It's pretty, it's good shit. And it's got, videos, links to his website and all this kind of stuff. So you need to sign up for it. You can sign up at strictlyspeaking.org.
Nice.
Strictlyspeaking.org. Sign up for his newsletter. And you can send emails from that website to strictlyspeaking.org. And also, while you're there, we are now selling tickets for a raffle.
Okay.
A raffle for you can win a trip to France. It's like a 10-day fucking trip with all kind of shit included to France, and you're gonna see
to France or Normandy. To Germany.
France.
France.
Normandy. You're gonna go to the beaches of Normandy. You're gonna see the American Cemetery over there. You're gonna see all that kind of stuff. And then you're also going to see all the other French, whatever site,
Eiffel Tower and shit
all
like
that kind of stuff. But the main part of it is going to be because we're going to draw the winner on D-Day. Is going to be for you're going to see all the D-Day sites over there, and so I think it's very cool. It's $100 for a ticket. That's it.
Okay.
The trip is outrageously expensive, so it's a hell of a prize. And we're only selling 500 tickets. Okay. So you got a 1 in 500 shot to win. You could buy multiple tickets too. You don't have to just buy one.
Nice.
So you can buy as many tickets as you want. And this is also Dave Mortosh is going to be matching the money that we make. All the money that we make for this, we're going to have $50,000 that we're going to give to the Travis Mills Foundation. Travis Mills Foundation, of course, helps wounded vets, guys with missing limbs and stuff like that. They call them recalibrated veterans.
Okay.
And he has a retreat up there in Maine. And what he does is he brings these guys up to the retreat. pays for them and their family to come up to stay at this place in Maine, and gives them, a sense of normalcy. They get to do archery and all kind of like cool different events, and kind of just have some fun with the family, and it helps veterans a lot.
Nice.
And so $100 a ticket, only selling 500, going to raise $50,000 for the charity. Dave Mortosh matches all the money that we give to the charity, which is awesome. But go to strictlyspeaking.org. And at the top of that page, there's going to be a banner that click on. You can buy your tickets, and it's a great cause, dude.
Hell yeah! Even if you don't give a shit about the cause, it's a great time.
And if you win the trip, it's a fantastic trip.
Yeah.
Now you could buy a trip too. If you just have that kind of money, you want to go on a trip, you can buy a trip. And Bob's going to be going on this trip with everybody, and it'll be very cool. But so you can buy a trip if you want. But if you want to try to win one, $100 a ticket. Go to strictlyspeaking.org, sign up for his newsletter, and then buy a ticket for the raffle.
There you go.
Speaking of beards, yes, French women have beards. So you'll see beards over there. And on the Yankees.
Yeah. And both will have beards in their armpits.
I do not get to go. Bob gets to go on the trip. I wish I was able to go on that trip, but it is what it is.
Somehow I don't see you sitting well on an airplane for 9 hours or whatever that flight is.
I could take the leg off. Dude, the other day, I'll tell you what, this leg sometimes comes in really handy.
Right.
I parked in a spot, right? A handicap spot, going into Giant Eagle.
Okay.
And some other handicapped person parks in the spot next to me, right? I could barely get into my car when I come back from Giant Eagle. I had to take my leg off to be able to squeeze inside the damn car. And if I didn't have the ability to take my leg off, I would have been stuck. I would have to go inside and find this douchebag and have him move his car.
Jeez. It's always good to see people respecting the handicaps, right?
Yeah. France is going to France. And the other thing that I've noticed is that most of the people that park in handicap spots are not fucking handicapped.
Right.
They're just either old dumb bastards and they want a free, a spot to park in that's close to everything, or they're using somebody else's handicap placard and they park in handicapped spots. So then when people that are really handicapped go to use them, there ain't no spots to get.
Well, yeah. You act like that hasn't been going on forever.
I know it has, but it's something that should be a little bit more monitored.
How are you going to monitor that, though, if you're using somebody else's placard?
I'm just going to sit in parking lots and wait till somebody gets out of their car and go, I'm more fucking handicapped than you, move your car.
And then you'll beat them with that leg.
Absolutely. So go to strictlyspeaking.org, go to sign up for the newsletter and get yourself a raffle ticket, please. $100. All right, let's take a quick break here, and then I want to talk a little bit about Joy Reid before we head over to Mines tonight.
All right.
Remember, we're going to Mines, right?
Yes.
A little extra tonight on Mines because we didn't do Wednesday.
Little extra tonight, yep.
If you haven't signed up for Mines, well, we'll tell you about it in just a couple of minutes. So hang on. We will be right back.
When disaster strikes, we come together. Here at Mario's Barbershop, we've turned our passion into purpose. As Hands to America, a 501c3 nonprofit, we're on the ground helping those hit by hurricanes, floods, fires, and tornadoes, right here in northeastern Ohio and nationwide. But we can't do it alone. We need your help to keep this vital work going. Your donations, whether it's cash or vehicles, can bring hope to those who've lost so much. Join us in making a real impact. Every donation fuels relief efforts and helps rebuild lives. Call us at 844-864-2637 or locally at 216-520-1977 or visit us at handstoamerica.org to see how you can help.
There's plenty of places to experience the Seth Williams Show, but if you want all the content, you need to join us on Minds. Get all the live episodes of the show every Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Get the special bonus footage every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. get bonus content from Seth and Chris as it's produced. It's only $4.99 per month, so don't wait. Sign up today. Visit us at www.minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
We will be doing extra content today as well as Wednesday
Yes.
on Minds. If you haven't signed up, do so immediately. That's because
right.
you missed last Wednesday. We had a little bit of a scheduling conflict, and so you weren't able to do a show. So there you go. It is what it is. And so sign up today, minds.com/Seth Williams Show. And also go to handstoamerica.org, donate a little bit. And Mario is looking for somebody to donate a camper because people are living in tents because of the hurricanes and flooding in Kentucky. And we're trying to get some people a place to live. So there you go. All right, Joy Reid was fired.
Damn it.
I know you're broken up.
I am very upset to hear this. I mean, she always had such brilliant insight. And
You want to hear some of the...
She was always like Chiselka, just bringing everybody together. I can't believe they let her go.
Yeah, let's hear some of her. What do you say?
I'm in. Let's hear what wonderful Joy has to say.
I'm still getting used. It's only been how long? I'm getting used to this.
2 years, 3.
2 years. I'll get it.
A little walk down memory lane in SOT 1.
In America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, it's like, Green Waterworks.
Ron DeSantis has been waging a full-scale war against the Black past. It's illegal to make white people feel uncomfortable in Florida.
You also have the restrictions in schools over what can be taught about race and gender for fear white children might feel bad when they find out that not all white people in history were heroes.
Do any of you guys trust Uncle Clarence?
These Republicans are dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism eventually leads to the hardcore.
From the Tea Party on, they're voting on race. The idea that they can't get whatever job they want, a Black person got it, therefore drive all the Blacks out of the colleges. They're just voting specifically on racial animus at this stage. It isn't about economics.
They want to turn every state into their white Christian nationalist hell. It's DEFCON 1, y'all. Take action and stay woke.
She is such a cunt. God, I hope she has an aneurysm and dies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she's a pig, dude, and she's been like that for so long. And I didn't know her real well back in 2016 when Trump ran the first time.
Sure.
And I don't know how many people did. I don't know, but I got a call one day when I was sitting there. I was working for Triv, and I think it was the Republican convention was coming when it was in Cleveland. And so all the media was in town, and they wanted to. Somebody called me and said, "Hey, you want to have this woman Joy Reid on?" And it was a national media, so I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go!" And Tripp put her on. I think the conversation lasted about, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half, and it was over.
Triv wasn't going to put up with that shit.
She is such a pig, dude.
She really is a fucking cunt.
But
Ugh.
the point is, and we talked about this morning a little bit. I truly believe that this is a shift in the country that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Lester Holt just stepped down from doing the NBC Nightly News.
Mm-hmm.
You got 60 Minutes getting in trouble for doing what they did with Kamala and, editing her shit. You got Joy Reid gone. There was somebody else I think recently that got canned as well. And, I mean, all that's really left is that pig Maddow.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nice to see that these media companies are finally starting to realize that the people spoke, dude. Like, for Trump to win the popular vote is almost unheard of, considering that all the major cities in this country are blue.
Right.
Whether it's LA, New York, Chicago, all the major cities, even the ones in Republican states, like Cleveland and Cincinnati, are all blue.
Right.
So the popular vote absolutely should have gone to Kamala. But one, she's an idiot.
And two, there is a shift going on in this country because people are sick and tired of the woke crap, the trans crap, the racist crap, the DEI bullshit. They're tired of it. They don't want to deal with it anymore.
Well, not
and
only
whether
do they not
like
want to
Trump
deal
or
with
not, they're done with the other stuff.
They don't. It's not that they only don't want to deal with it. It's that they're not willing. They're not dealing with it anymore. Everybody sees things. Everybody sees things like Trump manning up to that fucking twatbag governor of Maine.
Yeah.
And just saying, fuck you. This is the way it is. And now everybody's doing that. Nobody's playing this game anymore. No one. You know, it's funny because I still see on X all the time. I see these like the hairy sissies of the world and people like that still trying to use the old magic of name calling and this and that. And people are like, don't give a flying fuck what you call me. Trump's our president now, motherfucker. You know, and that's really how it is. There's no more. We spent four years trying to placate these idiots, and we empowered them by doing that. And people are done. People are like, I am not going back to this shit. Just not going to do it. When did Trump take office? 20th of January? Is that right? Monday the 20th? Lost your voice. Nope. Fuck me. All right. Well, I guess we're going to play a commercial while Seth reconnects because we lost him. Hang tight, folks. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey everybody, it's Don Dockin. When I'm feeling nostalgic, I always go to Pinball PA. You gotta go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
When you want to have fun in Pennsylvania, there's only one place to go, Pinball PA. Located near the Pittsburgh airport, we have over 420 classic pinball machines and arcade games that you can play. Admission starts at only $24.99. Want to have a party? Well, there's no better place than Pinball PA. Visit our website today at www.pinballpa.com to get more information or to book your next small or large party. Pinball PA. It's where the action is. No. Unreal. Nope. Try now, dude. And we got nothing. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Unfucking believable. Well, hell. That sure changes things quickly. Well, here's what I'm gonna have to make a command decision here since Seth can only hear me and can't talk. I am going to have Seth reboot his computer, and I'm going to say goodbye to the rest of y'all, and we are going to meet y'all on Minds if we get Seth's computer back here. So,
hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Never mind. What happened?
What are you asking me for?
How'd you
I
come
didn't do
back?
anything.
Yeah, that's weird. All right.
I'm
everything
sitting
I
here
just said
and showed
canceled.
audio and everything else. I have no idea what happened.
That was weird. All right. Well, I wanted to show you an apples to apples the difference in the country today.
Okay.
If you'll indulge me. So I am going to, let me make sure there's no account numbers on here. There's not. Okay. So I am going to show you the month leading into the election when everybody was on pins and needles of what was going on, if Kamala was going to be the president or if it was going to be Trump. Okay. put myself to full screen for a minute just so I can show you. So you can see the month. I don't know. Can't really see it, can you? Nah, fuck.
The glare.
Yeah, too much glare. Well, I'll just read it to you. From October 7th to November 6th, my pinball business, my brick and mortar business,
Yeah.
did a whopping $9,564. Okay?
Yep.
Now, let me go to this one. From January 20th to February 20th, so basically the month that Donald Trump has been in business.
Yep.
$21,590 some dollars. Wow. More than double.
Wow.
Because we're back to being America. We're back to spending money. We're back to making money.
I'm not sure. Did you hear there's a new COVID vaccine or COVID virus out there now?
Couldn't give a flying fuck if there is.
There's a COVID-2 now that
Yeah.
is out there. They say it's less bad. So
yeah, no one's gonna play that game anymore.
See if they try to shut down your pinball again.
I just won't close. They just have to come here and arrest me. I'm not closing. I won't play their dumb game again.
Look, and I'm happy that your business is doing well, and I hope it's a sign of what Trump has to come. I'm just worried that because I know it takes a while, dude. It's not going to happen overnight. So I know that we got to hold off on sitting there bitching about the egg prices and the gas prices and everything. You got to give him time to do stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But it is one of those things that I hope he's getting on pretty soon here.
Well, I just think people's confidence that he's gonna make it happen is up.
Yeah, I agree.
My kind of business is the kind that people, if they think there's something coming, they're not coming out. And that's why I honestly believe people weren't coming out to Pinball PA. They were scared about if that fucking twat bag would have got elected, what were they going to do?
Yeah.
I think people were legitimately scared about their livelihood. And they were trying to hoard their money and keep as much as they could. Once Trump got nominated, once Trump won, people are like, all right, everything will be okay.
Now it's federal workers that are worried about their jobs.
Oh, because they got to tell their bosses what they do each week.
Well, we talked about that this morning. Like Elon put out this email saying, "Hey, you got to let me know and just give me a sentence of what you did this week."
Yeah.
So we know that you're actually doing stuff, because there are some people that are just sitting at home not doing anything.
Right.
And like today, Bob said, if I asked you, Seth, right now, what did you do last week? How long would it take you? I said, well, this is what I did. I booked guests. I ran the show. I did this. I did that.
Yeah.
And I rattled off 10 things that I did last week. And it took me not even a minute to rattle off what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't do that, then you are the problem. And you need to be fired.
And just as an addendum to that, when you're on the clock, I'm allowed to find out whatever the fuck I want. If I require you to give me a report once an hour of what you've done, it's my job that you're taking money to do.
Yeah.
So just fucking do it. Stop bitching about it. It's the same as all these people that are whining and bitching because they're being ordered to go back to work instead of working from home. Enough with that bullshit.
Too bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking the person's money for your time. And this argument of, well, but I keep my kids and I watch. Well, then you're not working. I
got into a fight on Cleveland.com with a bunch of people about that, because Cleveland.com, of course, is a liberal fuck.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the listeners or viewers or whatever you want to call them, readers are that way. And I said, go back to work already. COVID has been gone for years now. Let's go. Enough is enough. And they're like, well, I can watch my kids and get stuff done for the job. No, your employer is not paying you to watch your fucking kids.
Yeah. They don't want you spending They don't want you spending 1 minute of their time that they paid for,
right,
worrying about little Johnny.
They sign your paycheck, get your ass up, get your pajamas off, and go to work.
Yeah. They're not paying for roughly 40 hours. They're paying for 40 hours.
Right.
That would be like, I said this to somebody the other day, and they told me I was an asshole, and I don't care. if you went to Walmart to change your tires and they took off 4 lug nuts, but they decided they only wanted to put 3 back on, technically the tire might hold, but it's not what you paid them to do.
No.
You're paying them not just when you're paid to do a job, part of that is the location to do the job. That's just it. That's part of it. The part of the job is you're going to be wherever your boss tells you to be, whether that's in the office or at home or on a business trip to Calgary or wherever the fuck the job is needed to be done. That's the boss's discretion. And if you don't like that, start your own business. I don't like it. I work from home.
Look, and there's a lot of people that I know that work from home, and I got to go in there every day, dude. I got to go in and do my job every day.
Yeah.
And you can't do it. It's just go to work. That's what you're being paid to do.
Yeah.
And all these little lefties online that are bitching and moaning about it. Well, I get just as much work done at home as I do if you were there. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Because I guarantee you're stopping to do something. Whether it's to watch a TV show that you want to watch during the day, or whether it's to fucking cook yourself lunch, or watch your kids, or do something else, you are definitely not sitting there putting an 8-hour day and sitting at your desk while you're sitting at home. You're not doing that.
You're just not, dude. I don't do that. I mean, I work probably 18 hours a day. I'm extremely disciplined at it. I do work 17, 18 hours every single day, but it ain't all straight. And Lord knows, some days I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Some days I get up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Some days I don't get up. Some days I don't go to bed.
Right.
But that's because I built my own shit. If you want that life, then build your own shit. But as long as you're taking somebody else's money, then you do it their way. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, just go to damn work.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking lazy
these people
pricks.
have to pay rent for the spaces and everything else, man.
Yeah.
Go do your damn job.
I agree.
But all right, time to go over to Minds, minds.com/Seth Williams Show. If you haven't signed up, do so now. It's what, $5? Less than a cup of coffee.
That's right.
Just go there, and we usually give you extra content on Wednesdays only. But today it's this week, Monday and Wednesday.
That's right.
Because we missed last Wednesday. So
That's right.
We're going to give you your money's worth. We will see you over there in just a few. Everybody else, we will talk to you again on Wednesday afternoon, 4 o'clock. God willing, barring any conflicts or hospital visits.
That's
so,
right.
Have yourself a great one, and we will talk to you later, my friends.
See ya.
See ya.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.